So now that we've got all that done, that's pretty much our body sealed off. We've got our plugs done here, we've got our center pickup blocked, we've got our extra little bit of wood here for the screw to bite in, and we've blocked off our rear cavity here as well. So our next section that we're going to do is we're going to put in our controls and get our cavity on this side done. So we've got all our control cavities and holes that were there for right-handed use covered, and we've got rid of the middle pickup cavity as well. That's all completely filled. There's still a little bit of sanding to do, but we're going to leave that until we're ready to do the actual full final sanding. So what we're going to do now is start to get ready to put our controls here on the left hand side. And as you said, we have this forearm contour here that we're trying to avoid. We're going to cut it onto the right hand side as well to keep it looking symmetrical, but at the moment we just want to get our holes done. So the first thing we're going to be changing is this is the output jack that came with it, the usual standard kind of cheap oval one, and because we have to put it here on the left hand side and we haven't really got the space for it now because of this forearm contour, whatever way we put it in, the edge will kind of stick up over it, so it's not really anything we can use. So what we're going to do is we're going to use one of these barrel jacks instead that we just happen to have lying around, and it means we can put that in somewhere like that. And I don't know if you can make that out, the footprint on it is a lot smaller, so you have a lot more space of where to put it. So that won't take up as much space at all and be a lot easier to install. So for our controls, we're going to be going for volume, our three-way pickup selector and a tone. And we're just going to put them somewhere there, kind of, which won't interfere with the vibrato or anything like that, and will keep things quite tight. For a control cavity on the rear, we're actually going to just use this, which is a P90 pickup brow, so it's going to be very tight. We just have it on there, you can see how just about everything just fits in. So looking at it here, there is enough space to wire it up and all that, so we should be okay. But after we route it out, if we need more space, we can chisel away the side wall or something like that. It won't really be important. So what we're going to do now is we're going to line up our holes where we're going to put the controls. We'll drill those straight through, and that'll allow us some wiggle room then of where we can put the cavity, and we can line up then where our barrel jack is going to go, probably somewhere like that. So you can see all the controls are quite tight to each other, which should make wiring a little bit interesting, but we should be okay. There should be enough space, so we'll crack on with that now. So this is just a quick mock-up of where our controls are going to go. So we'll have our volume, our three-way switch and our tone, and our barrel jack. So if we put our barrel jack in there, you can see it just about meets up where the cavity is going to be. So even if it doesn't, we can just drill a small hole just to let the wires through and that. It also means there's no hole drilled here at all for a ground wire, because traditionally we'd have to ground to bridge at some point. So it means somewhere along here maybe we may get a wire to come out just to connect a part of the bridge, or we may run it back through here somewhere it's not going to be seen when the vibrato is moving or anything like that. So with these marked out, you can see we have our hole locations here and our hole size in millimeters for the potentiometers and for the three-way switch. So we're going to drill those now, and when they come through on the back, which should be around here somewhere, we can then use that to judge exactly where our cavity is going to go, because the reason behind it is we don't want to go this way and interfere with that belly carve or anything, so it should be around here somewhere. So as I said, we'll drill these holes now in the front and we'll see how we get on from there. So that's our 3 holes drilled there, and just to check, we can put these in upside down just to see. So everything fits, and if we just use what's going to be our control cavity, yeah, we're going to have plenty of space there. As I said, down in the corner here is where our barrel jack is going to be coming in, so because it'll be below the surface, there's no issue if we need to open up the cavity a little bit down there to allow the controls in. But we should have enough room there to do all our wiring and put our capacitor in and that. So what we'll do now is we can now use our control cavity template, which we actually said is a P90 template, and we can attach that to the back and we can route out the cavity then. So we have our cavity marked out now, so you can see where our controls are going to go. And with these marks here, because we don't want to give the router too much work to try and take away all this stuff, we're just going to use some Forstner bits, and we're just going to hog away as much material as we can, just so the router just comes in just to finish off the edges. So we've got a smaller Forstner bit just to take off the corners, and then we've got these slightly larger bits that will go in here and hog out all the material in the middle. So we'll just do that now with the Forstner bits, clear that out and get ready to route out the cavity. So we've got our template put in place now, and we're just going to get ready to start routing all this out. So we've got our router set up here, and just to explain that this router bit does the cutting here, and it has a bearing here, and that bearing will ride all around the edge of this template, meaning that the router will only cut away as far as the edge of the template. So we'll just take a couple of passes and start taking it down and down to take all this material away. This is going to be really tough to film because it's such a small area and so hard to see, but we'll try and show you what bits of it that we can. So just to bring it and show you, that's our first pass done. So you can see where the router's bearing has ridden along all the edge there, and it's just taken away all the material there, just following the shape all the way around. So what we can do now is, because we now have our shape defined, we can take the template off, and because the router will now sit lower, the bearing will start to ride against the edge that it's already created, and that should be able to let us keep going, and we'll just keep moving down until we have the cavity completely empty. So now you can see we've routed out our cavity all the way down, and so our top is down to about, say, I think it's about 3mm or so at the moment. So just to show you can see we have our controls done, and we've got our cavity completely done, and we can just try out. There's our switch in, and one of our, if I can line it up one-handed, one of our potentiometers in. So they'll fit in there nice, and we've plenty of space on top down for running wiring and that. So back to the front there now. You can see we've got those in, and we can see the threads there that are going to hold them. So that's that done, and our next task is going to be, as we said, to drill through where our barrel jack is going to go.